Nice of you to drop in.
Hello people, I'm the Comic Book Gamer, and today this is another Deathstroke free roam video. Haven't done one in a while, but today we're going to be talking about what we know about the new series in the New 52 for Deathstroke. And some stuff that you guys may not have known, but I did not do a video about purely because none of them were really big enough to do a single video about. So yeah, let's talk about it. Tony Daniel teases a lot on his Twitter. Tony Daniel is the writer and the artist for the book. And he teases a lot about Deathstroke on his Twitter. So what he recently said, like today recent, let's see if there's any guys to fight real quick. He said heroes that Deathstroke could likely come across in year 1. Green Arrow, Teen Titans, Batman, Ravager, Harley Quinn, Justice League, and then after that he followed up with a tweet and he said more likely year 2. So he could be coming up in year 1 or year 2, these heroes. He said likely for Deathstroke to come across. Does not mean like, oh, confirmed Deathstroke's gonna fight Batman or anything. What I think is most interesting about this is he said Ravager. Does that mean his son Ravager or his daughter Ravager? Because they both took that persona. He said hero, so I'm assuming his Rose, because Rose was joined the Teen Titans and was good. She was like on and off for being good and bad, so I'm assuming she'll be good since his son Ravager was never known for being good. When he was Ravager, he was always bad, so I'm assuming this means Rose Wilson. He said there's going to be a lot of family stuff for Deathstroke in this new series. Now another thing, now Batman sounds awesome. Green Arrow, first off, he had already talked about Green Arrow. I'm pretty sure we're going to see in this series because he had already said that Green Arrow is someone he really wants to do, and that will probably make an appearance, but we don't know if he's going to be friend or foe. So that's going to be interesting. We don't know if Deathstroke and him are going to team up or Deathstroke's going to fight him. So that just sounds awesome. You know, like I said, he's already talked about that. Teen Titans, because it's New 52 and Teen Titans, the only thing I'm excited about is seeing him going against Bart Allen. I don't know if Bart Allen is still in the Teen Titans in the New 52, but I know he was. But seeing him take on like Superboy and Bart Allen would be pretty cool. I mean, I love Tim Drake, but it's not the same as, you know, as when the rivalry between him and Dick Grayson that's not there with Tim Drake. No, I didn't want to break his knife on. Oh wait, I already took down the guy with the shield. Duh. Oh, that's an armor. Oh, it's not. Sorry, hard to talk about all this stuff while fighting like a million guys. There we go. And then Batman sounds awesome. If he has him go against Batman, that just sounds amazing. Because I was worried, from what he was talking about before on Twitter and in his interviews, it did not seem like Deathstroke was going to be going against too many people that like we actually knew. It seemed like a lot of unknowns that he was just going to murder. But now he's been talking about like, hey, I want to do these guys. He even said on Twitter how he really wants to talk about some stuff and reveal some stuff, but he said like hashtag have to wait for DC. I was like, oh man, the thing that I love most about this new series right now is the enthusiasm from Tony Daniel. He is so excited to write this book. That looks like I just snapped that guy's neck. That was sick. But yeah, he is super excited to write the book, and that's like the most you can ask from a writer besides like, you know, good writing, obviously. He is super excited for the book, so that's awesome. Another thing he said lots of new bad guys for Deathstroke. I have a good wish list that includes Sensei, Ra's al Ghul, Joker, Dollmaker, and Deathstroke Omega. I don't know what Deathstroke Omega means. I've never heard of Deathstroke Omega ever. But he did say hashtag Deathstroke Omega. Yeah, Joker sounds awesome, but we won't be getting Joker until Scott Snyder brings him back, because Scott Snyder is the main Batman writer, and he was the one who made Joker disappear when Joker went down the waterfall in the Batcave. What you know, I'm Deathstroke. And so that would be awesome to see them go against each other. They've met like once in the comics, well, in Deathstroke series in the 90s, and it was weird because it was the different Deathstroke it's a weird thing that happened with Deathstroke. Deathstroke like de-aged a little bit, and that's why he had blonde hair and stuff. Stuff was weird, and that's when he went against him. We got a dumber Deathstroke go against Joker, and it was a weird issue. A very rare issue as well. Sensei is most likely to make it because Sensei is someone who Tony Daniel has drawn before. He's done art for Sensei before. You don't know who Sensei is? He is one of like the higher ranking guys in the League of Assassins, and he's like gone against Batman. That's where Tony Daniel's drawn him before, and like, he's not that well known, so he would be a person that DC would be like, okay, do what you want with him. Deathstroke can kill him. That's fine. So someone that Tony Daniel could use and do whatever he wants with, and someone that Tony Daniel actually really does want to use. So it's a win-win for DC and Deathstroke. I mean, not DC and Deathstroke, for DC and Tony Daniel. It's a character Tony Daniel wants to use, and a character DC doesn't mind like having something happen to. I don't think he's been in New 52. As far as I know, he has not. Dollmaker cut off Joker's face, so that'd be interesting to see him go against Dollmaker. I forgot to mention for the hero, well, I already mentioned it, but I forgot to cover it. Harley Quinn, hero, he said. I haven't read her book. I heard it's like a terrible version of Deadpool. I have not read her solo book. Who knows? Jimmy Palomatti's writing it, and he's a great writer, so I don't know, but he's co-writing it with someone else, so I don't know. I've not read the book. So that'd be interesting to see him go against or team up with Harley Quinn. Justice League, that just sounds awesome. Deathstroke taking on the Justice League. Be so cool. Because Deathstroke has gotten like no respect in the New 52. He got the crap beaten out of him by Emiko. Emiko is Green Arrow's little sister in Future's End. And I was like, that is so stupid. She's like 14, she beat the crap out of the best assassin in the world. Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, this book sounds like it's gonna bring more good stuff for Deathstroke. So I'm trying to think of some other stuff that he said. He said Deathstroke will hold on, let me take these guys out. He said Deathstroke will push the envelope. It's the most exciting, graphic, violent work I've done. I definitely couldn't get away with it in Batman. That sounds awesome. It's gonna be really violent. He's mentioned it in several tweets that the book's gonna be really violent. That doesn't mean a whole lot though, because the original Deathstroke book of the New 52 was really violent, and we saw how that went. That went terribly. But it's gonna be really violent, so that we'll see how that goes when he faces off against other heroes. The original 90s Deathstroke book was a little different. Like when he fought people that, you know, weren't main heroes, it was pretty violent. Heck, even when he fought some heroes, it got violent. But yeah, there was just blood. Like he would stab someone, there was blood. It was a lot more practical than other books where like they have a sword but they don't do anything with it. He stabbed people, stuff happened. It was actually violent, his original book. It wasn't like tons of gore constantly. But yeah, he also said something like Deathstroke is like the Expendables all wrapped into one, except kicked up 10 notches. So that just sounds awesome. Deathstroke like taking on armies and stuff, and ultra violent, and just like taking on a ton of people. It sounds really cool. I'm just really excited. I'm trying to think of what else he said. This book sounds awesome. But what really gets me excited, which is what you really need with Deathstroke, especially to get other people interested, is to bring in known heroes and villains from the DCU. That's what you gotta do to get Deathstroke more out there and to make this series more interesting, because when they're just going against someone you don't know and that Deathstroke just kills, it's not as interesting. Although there can be good storylines with that, like the Full Cycle storyline, great storyline. He just went against a villain that he ended up killing, but you find out all this stuff that this guy was behind in the storyline. It was like, that was great. I'd love to see that in this. Deathstroke's gonna warm up by the fire while I look at something real quick. Okay, he said, some of what I'm doing on Deathstroke is too damn top secret to share, especially in issue 2. I'm sure controversy, I don't know why I'm speaking with an SH. He said, I'm sure controversy will ensue when number 1 hits. So something's gonna happen in issue number 1 that's gonna cause controversy. I'm excited. Maybe he'll beat the crap out of Batman or something, and then people will be like, what? Something's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what happens with that. Controversy ensues with issue 1. That's just issue 1. Issue 1. Imagine when we get later on in the series, it's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. Let's see some other stuff he said. He put up a checklist for issue number 1 of Deathstroke. He said, issue number 1 of Deathstroke, let's see. Killing, check. Decapitation is check. Disembowelment, check. Bursted brains, check. Sex, check. So a lot of violence and sex all in the first issue. And he said it's going to probably cause controversy. So yeah, this book sounds awesome. We know the enemy is Odysseus, this group that we know not really a whole lot about. We got to see them with the Deathstroke suit reveal. How they looked, like how they got like the Cyclops eye on them. He said one of the things I'm doing with Deathstroke is giving him a clear purpose for being who he is. Explosive, ultra-violent, fun. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, just more stuff. This is like icing on the cake with this. So I've got notes written down right here, and I'm trying to fight at the same time. Because I couldn't remember everything Tony Daniel tweeted. He said, the new Deathstroke series I'm writing is a clean slate for the character. A bloody one, but a clean one. So, yeah, again, more alluding to violence, which isn't bad at all. And it's a clean slate, which is what Deathstroke needs in the New 52. He desperately needs, considering Deathstroke's been handled very badly in the New 52. So I think I'm going to end the video around here. I don't know how long I've been recording, but that doesn't really matter. Anyways, I'm super excited. We're going to see Deathstroke go against some heroes and some villains. The villains we don't really know because he said wish list, where with the heroes he said likely to see. None of it's confirmed at all, but he said likely to see, so that at least lends to it a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited. Can't wait for this series. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.